All right, all set. Here's weather-wise in 3, 2, 1. Our subject tonight has to do with a typical satellite and radar during the summertime season. And what I mean by that is this might be the typical satellite radar loop you would see us showing you on television, showers and thunderstorms popping up here and there, also some areas with sunshine, perhaps some severe weather watches. Those are the yellow boxes here. Those are severe thunderstorm watches. But one of the other things that is almost a constant every day during the summer are showers and thunderstorms that pop up in the southwest and the western part of the United States. A lot of people don't think about this, but this is actually part of a system called a monsoon. Yep, it's a regular pattern that does pop up during the summertime, especially in the Four Corners area, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Utah. In fact, some of those areas, quite dry, rely on these monsoon thunderstorms that pop up almost every afternoon in summer to provide them with some much-needed rain. The monsoon is a combination out in the southwest part of the country of moisture, and that streams in from the Gulf of Mexico, along with sunshine. That sunshine, of course, provides the heat. We know it gets awfully hot in the southwest during the summer with temperatures above 100, but you combine that with higher dew points, that creates lift and condensation of big cumulonimbus clouds that produce the storms. And yes, we are talking about higher dew points in the southwest. You know the old joke about Phoenix. Yeah, it might be 110, but it's a dry heat. That's not always true, because in the summer, it's not always a dry heat. They can have a temperature of 110 in Phoenix, let's say, and Tucson for that matter, and dew points can be up above 60, 65 degrees, and that's pretty tough. Anyway, that's the monsoon. But what's interesting is if you ask most people about the monsoon, they don't think about Arizona or the southwest U.S. They think about the Arabian Sea, India, Pakistan, and that part of the world over in Asia. That's the monsoon, at least as we typically think of it. This is based on the word derived from monsoon, derived from Arabic, mausim, which means a season. And indeed, the monsoon is a seasonal rainstorm that would form. Now, in the Indian and Pakistan area, that seasonal has to do with the shift of wind. 6 months out of the year, the prevailing winds over the Indian continent are from the northeast, and that brings in dry air over the continent and no rain. 6 months later, during another 6-month period, it shifts and it's more of a southwest wind, and that brings in moisture coming in off the Arabian Sea and dumps a tremendous amount of rain in India and Pakistan and surrounding areas. It is seasonal. Again, it's a 6-month shift of wind they can just about set their calendars to on a daily basis. Now, those heavy monsoon rains can cause some tremendous flooding and some tremendous hardships to places like Pakistan and India, and we often see on the news video and photos of those very heavy rains and the flooding that they cause. But believe it or not, it is a regular part of life there, part of that cycle called the monsoon. And sometimes the monsoon, those seasonal rains in the southwest U.S., can create some flooding as well. So the monsoon, not just confined to Asia, India, Pakistan, and so on in the Arabian Sea, but also we find it right here in the United States. That's it for Weather-Wise. Hope to see you on Fox 6 News.